is quiet, but my mind won't rest. Shadows stretching across my chest. The clock keeps lying about the time. Every second feels out of line. Streetlight spills through broken blinds, like it's searching for what's left behind. I breathe slow just to feel okay, but the night won't let me drift away. There's a silence hanging in the air, like unfinished words everywhere. Every sound feels too aware. Every thought knows that you're not here. I tell myself this will pass, like all the nights that never last. But some memories don't fade out, they just learn how to live out loud. Up then goes back dim. Every maybe turns into when I scroll through things I shouldn't see. Versions of us that used to be. The night feels honest, almost kind. It doesn't rush, it takes its time. It lets me sit with everything I didn't know I'd still be feeling. There's comfort in the late night blue, when there's nothing left to prove. No expectations, no disguise, just open thoughts and heavy eyes. I talk to walls, I talk to air, like maybe someone's listening there. If you ever hear my name, it's probably carried by the same. The world keeps turning unaware, but I'm still caught in yesterday. I'm still awake somewhere, between the silence and regret, counting hours in the air, trying hard not to forget. If you ever wonder where all the time and feelings went, yeah, I'm still awake somewhere, wondering what this all meant. Maybe morning changes things, maybe not, but here I stay, holding on to everything I never learned how to say. If I let this go tonight, does it disappear or break? Some nights don't end at sunrise, they just slowly rearrange. The dark doesn't ask for answers, it just lets me breathe, and that's enough for me. I'm still awake somewhere, waiting on the light to bend. If you ever need me there, I never really matter how far you go, or how long it takes to care, if you feel alone tonight, I'm still awake somewhere. I'm still awake, still awake somewhere. The room is quiet, the night moves slow, streetlight colors start to glow, neon drifting across the wall, like it's trying not to call. I sit still, let the moment stay, let the noise of the day fall away. Every shadow feels familiar now, like it's been here anyhow. The city breathes, but it doesn't speak, just a low hum underneath. Windows lit like distant stars. All these lives, all these parts. I wonder who's awake like me, staring out at what could be. Same night sky, different view, same silence passing through. Everyone's gone, the world feels thin, like it's just me and the night again. City lights through the window, moving slow like they know. Never thought I'd try to hide every place I've been inside. City lights through the glass, moments drifting never fast. I don't need to say a word, everything is understood. There's a comfort in the glow of a place I don't need to go, just watching time slide by under dark everything I feel show. I used to chase the sound of more, always reaching past the door. Now I let the night decide what I keep and what I leave behind. The city doesn't judge or care, it just stays awake and stares. And somehow that's enough tonight to make everything feel right. The world keeps moving out of sight, but I'm still here with the light. City lights through the window, fading in a quiet glow. Every memory passing by, like a thought that won't say why. City lights through the glass, nothing here I need to ask. I don't need to run or hide, the night's already on my side. Maybe this is all I need, a little space to finally breathe. No answers, no control, just letting go. The lights don't rush, they don't pretend, they shine and let the moment in. And I feel calm for once inside, watching time roll by. City lights through the window, holding still, moving slow. Every feeling finds its place in this quiet kind of space. City lights through the glass, letting everything just pass. I don't need to know the way, I'm right here and that's okay. City lights through the window, city lights through the window. The room is dim, the hours thin, lights hum like they're breathing in. The world feels softer than before, every sound is less, not more. There's a message in the air, not loud enough to call it prayer, just fragments drifting in and out, like half-remembered doubts. Conversations from another time echo back in broken lines. Nothing sharp, nothing clear, just the parts I still hear. turn them up. I don't need to feel too much. Let them linger, let them fade at the pace the night has made. Everything slows when the noise is gone, like the truth waits till the volume's low. Voices on low volume, saying things they never said. Words fall soft in the quiet, running circles in my head. Voices on low volume, no demand, no right or wrong. I don't fight them, I don't chase them, I just let them play along. There's comfort in the subtle sound when nothing's trying to stand out. No sharp edges, no alarms, just the night in open arms. I let the silence take its time, let it blur the heavy lines. Sometimes calm is all I need, not answers, just relief. I used to turn the world up high, afraid of what I'd hear inside. Now I keep it barely there, just enough to show I care. Every feeling finds its place when it's given room and space. Nothing shouted, nothing forced, just a gentle forward course. When everything is stripped away, what's real doesn't need to say. Voices on low volume, still they find a way through. Not demanding, not accusing, just reminding what is true. Voices on low volume, no direction, no command, just a presence in the quiet, helping me understand. Maybe this is how it goes when you finally let things slow. You don't fix, you don't explain, you just listen through the rain. The night doesn't raise its voice, it lets you make a choice. And somehow that feels enough when the world's been too loud, too rough. Voices on low volume, staying longer than before. Not to haunt me, not to hold me, just to knock on something more. Voices on low volume, fade into the open night. I don't need to turn them higher, they sound right, just like this. Low volume, low volume. Voices on low volume. house feels bigger when it's quiet. Every sound has slipped away. Chairs pulled in, lights still on, like the night forgot to say goodbye to what was filling space. All the noise that filled the day, now it's just the hum of air and thoughts that finally stay. Footsteps echo in my head from moments that already left. Nothing broken, nothing wrong, just the weight of what's been said. I don't miss the crowded rooms, I don't miss the borrowed calm. I just sit with what is real after everyone's gone. When the world stops asking me to be something more than what I am, after everyone's gone, I can finally hear what I buried under noise, what I wouldn't let get near. After everyone's gone, there's no one left to impress, just the truth and the quiet, and the things I didn't confess. The night moves slow but doesn't rush, like it knows I'm not ready yet to turn the page or shut it down, or pretend I don't regret. There's comfort in the empty space when nothing's trying to stay. No expectations pulling me, no reason to explain. I let the silence take its time, let it settle in my chest. Some answers only show themselves when everything else rests. I don't need another voice, I don't need a second sound. Everything I need is here after everyone's gone. When the lights are low and nothing's on, that's when I finally belong. After everyone's gone, I don't feel behind, I just feel like I'm catching up with what was always mine. After everyone's gone, there's no mask I have to wear, just a calm in the moment and the truth waiting there. Maybe this is where I stay for just a little while. Let the quiet rearrange what I couldn't face before. No voices pulling me apart, no reason left to run. Some nights are meant to be lived after everyone's gone. After everyone's gone, I don't feel alone, I feel closer to myself than I've ever known. After everyone's gone, the night finally makes sense. I don't need to fill the silence, I just let it in. everyone's gone. After everyone's gone. There's a chair pulled back from the table, like someone meant to stay. A glass half full, going warm from a conversation that slipped away. The air still holds familiar tones, like echoes learning how to fade. Every corner knows your shape, even now that you're not here. Pictures lean against the wall, never move, just left behind. Moments frozen out of time, waiting for a different sign. Nothing's broken, nothing's wrong. in half-empty rooms. Half-empty room. Half-empty room. Lights go low, the streets go still, like the world forgot its will. Every sound pulls back in place, leaving space I can't replace. I don't call, I don't explain, I just let the moment stay. Some thoughts don't need a voice, they arrive and make their choice. The dark doesn't rush the truth, it lets it surface when it's due. No pressure, no disguise, just quiet under open skies. I've said your name 1,000 ways, in moments I can't rearrange, but the night hears it all the same. The night knows your name. When everything else falls away, that's when the feeling stays. The night knows your name, even when I don't say it. It carries every sound I never let escape. The night knows your name, in the silence, in the still. Every thought I try to leave knows exactly where you've been. Windows glow, then slowly fade, like memories losing shape. Nothing pulling at my sleeve, nothing asking me to leave. I don't fight what comes and goes, I just let the darkness know. Some things don't need to change, they just need room to remain. There's comfort in the quiet truth that the night remembers you. Not to hold, not to blame, just to keep it all the same. Every hour moving slow, like it understands the weight of words I never had to say, because the night knows your name. When the noise is far away, that's when the feeling stays. The night knows your name, every echo, every trace. It doesn't ask me why, it doesn't turn away. The night knows your name, like it's written in the air. Every time I try to forget, it's already there. Maybe this is how it goes, when you stop pretending you don't know. Some feelings don't fade with time, they just learn how to lie low. The dark doesn't judge or claim, it just listens, it just stays. Somehow that feels enough, knowing the night knows your name. The night knows your name, even when the world moves on. It keeps every quiet truth long after the sound is gone. The night knows your name, and that's all it has to do. I don't need to say it out loud, the night already knew. The night knows your name. The night knows your name. The lights go low, the streets go still, like the world forgot its will. Every sound pulls back in place, leaving space I can't replace. I don't call, I don't explain, I just let the moment stay. Some thoughts don't need a voice, they arrive and make their choice. The dark doesn't rush days. The night knows your name, even when I don't say it. It carries every sound I never let escape. The night knows your name, in the silence, in the still. Every thought I try to leave knows exactly where you've been. Windows glow, then slowly fade, like memories losing shape. Nothing pulling at my sleeve, nothing asking me to leave. I don't fight what comes and goes, I just let the darkness know some things don't need to change, they just need room to remain. There's comfort in the quiet truth that the night remembers you, not to hold, not to blame, just to keep it all the same. Every hour moving slow, like it understands the weight of words I never had to say, because the night knows your name. When the noise is far away, that's when the feeling stays. The night knows your name, every echo, every trace. It doesn't ask me why, it doesn't turn away. The night knows your name, like it's written in the air. Every time I try to forget it, it's already there. Maybe this is how it goes, when you stop pretending you don't know. Some feelings don't fade with time, they just learn how to lie low. The dark doesn't judge or claim, it just listens, it just stays. Somehow that feels enough, knowing the night knows your name. The night knows your name, even when the world moves on. It keeps every quiet truth long after the sound is gone. The night knows your name, and that's all it has to do. I don't need to say it out loud, the night already knew. The night knows your name. stay still, like time forgot its will. Every sound is barely there, just breathing in the hum of air. The day is gone, the mask comes off, nothing left to carry on. I sit with things I pushed aside, wait until the noise runs dry. There's a weight behind my eyes from holding back too many lines, words that never found a place. Now they echo in this space. I don't fight them, I don't stop. I let them circle, let them talk. Some thoughts only show their face in these quiet hours when the world finally goes to sleep. That's when everything speaks. Quiet hours, loud thoughts, nothing else around. Every feeling turned up slow when the lights go down. Quiet hours, loud thoughts, no one here to hear. Every truth I kept inside finally appears. The night doesn't rush me through, it lets me feel what's overdue. No distraction, no escape, just patience learning how to wait. I used to drown this part of me in anything but honesty. Now I let the silence stay, and it shows me what remains. Some memories don't fade away, they just change the way they play. Not as sharp, not as strong, just steady like a distant song. I don't need to figure it out, I don't need to calm them down. I just let the moment run till the morning comes, when everything is stripped away. That's when the truth decides to stay. Quiet hours, loud thoughts, filling up the dark. Every second feels too clear, every beating heart. Quiet hours, loud thoughts, nothing left to hide. I don't try to turn them off, I just let them ride. Maybe this is how it goes when you stop avoiding what you know. The quiet doesn't break you down, it just turns the volume around. No voices telling me what's wrong, no need to say where I belong. Just the night and what it brought. Quiet hours, loud thoughts. Quiet hours, loud thoughts, stay until they fade. Not to haunt music fades but the room stays warm, like the echo forgot to move on. A low hum fills the empty space, not silence, just a softer place. I don't rush to press repeat, I let the moment settle in me. There's something in the pause that says more than words. Every sound pulls back its weight, leaves a trace then hesitates. Not a break, not an end, just a space in between. I catch my breath, I lose the thread of where I was, what I said. Sometimes the truth shows up when nothing's left to pretend. I don't need the noise right now, I don't need to figure it out. Static between songs, holding on just long enough to feel what's underneath what I never say out loud. Static between songs, where the night stays honest and slow. Nothing asking me to move, nowhere I have to go. The glow hangs on the wall, like the last note didn't fall. It just changed into something else, something quieter, something real. I listen past the melody to what the silence gives to me. There's comfort in the hum when the sound is done. I used to fill every gap, afraid of what I'd unpack. Now I let the moment breathe, let it say what it needs. Not everything needs a name, not every feeling needs a frame. Some things only make sense in the space they remain. When the rhythm slips away, that's when everything stays. Static between songs, not empty, not alone, just a signal holding steady on an open tone. Static between songs, nothing broken, nothing wrong, just a quiet understanding before the next one comes on. Maybe this is where I stay for a second longer than before. Let the quiet rearrange what the noise couldn't restore. No beat to pull me through, no chorus telling me what to do. Just the night, just the hum, just where I'm from. Static between songs, feels like where I belong. Not the start, not the end, just the truth carrying on. Static clock keeps moving, I let it be. No alarms waiting on me. The room feels lighter than before, like I don't know the night anymore. I set my phone face down, let the quiet settle in. Every thought that used to race finally learns to slow its spin. I used to chase the edge of time, always late, always in line. Now the minutes open wide, nothing pulling at my side. The world can wait outside the door, there's nothing pressing anymore. Just a breath I didn't take, back when everything felt urgent. When the noise fades into the flow, that's when I start to feel sure there's nothing urgent anymore. Nothing calling out my name. I don't need to move or prove, I don't need to rearrange. Nothing urgent anymore. I finally let it go. The night doesn't ask for answers, it just lets the moment flow. Loosens its grip when I stop trying to fix every plan I never made, every promise I delayed.